welcome to another video. So today we're going to be working on Tropical Doll 2019. I was really hoping to do a summer doll and I originally think that I didn't have the time, but this is a really fun project to do, so let's go. To make her, I decided to use this Laguna doll, so we can get started with the face up. To do the sprayer with MSC. Now we can move on to doing the face. To start off, you use some blush. I use some pastels and a makeup brush. I'll leave links to the pastels and tools I use in the description below. So to start off, you can blush her face. Sometimes I actually go in and use the actual pastels themselves just to get a stronger colour and smudge it out. Then you can go on to doing the pencils. Start by very lightly sketching in the basic eye shape and then going over it until you have stronger colours. I wanted her to be looking mainly forward, and I originally thought about drawing small oceans in her eyes, but it wasn't very easy. So I just went to adding some blue shimmer dust instead. For her lips, I painted them yellow to be very sand-like, like you see on a beach. I wanted to go for a kind of coral goddess. I then also added some freckles. In darker colours, I also added some small dot details, and then I went and glued some stars and glitter to her cheeks and face. And with that, the face is done. I also added some glitter from the face to match her body, but we can now reattach the head to the body. The head was quite tough, so it took a while to reattach. I then just glued on some yarn for her hair. I wanted to keep it in a kind of thick, dreadlocky look, so I didn't unravel it or do anything with it. We can now move on to making the sun hat. To protect your doll's hair, use some tinfoil to cover the head. Always make sure that you've got the hair on when doing this, if not the hat might end up too small for her head. Then you can take some fabric and put it over the head, making sure that you've got the tinfoil on first. You can then hold it down and pour on some PVA glue so that you can then make the hat. Make sure to spread the PVA glue around very evenly and make sure to try and not get any on your hands. It may be fun to peel off, but it's not always convenient. I then cut out the head shape from the cap which I made and painted some other fabric with PVA in a circle. Then to get the hat shape, I sketched around the hat in the middle so that I could then make it all fit together. I then cut around a better circle from the glue, making sure to only use the bits which I had to glue on. I then cut out a bunch of small triangles in the middle so that I could glue them to the inside of the wig cap. and it fits perfectly. I then decided to make it look like pink coral to take a bunch of pink things and glue them to her hat. To start off, I took a pink ribbon and glued it around the front and back. I then made sure to press it down to make sure all the glue stuck. I then added a bunch of pink stickers and I added extra glue beneath. It made me think of pink coral with all the flowery patterns. Now we can get started on her outfit. To do this, I used a pattern. There'll be a link to it in the description below. I sewed it all together and then I sewed on 2 little hooks at the back so that the dress could go together. I then decided to add a blue ribbon around the middle. Now that the dress is done, I wanted to have an ombre gradient kind of thing going, so I left it in some blue dye. Unfortunately, the dress just went entirely blue, but I painted on a bunch of corals and a big red star in the middle. With some epoxy, I sculpted some stars on the back of the shoes and some small pearl holders on the front, and I also sculpted a small shell purse, which I painted purple, and then I painted the shoes to have red starfish and purple fronts. But now we can get her dressed. This doll was an absolute joy to make, and I had so much fun making her, and I can't wait to see what other artists have made for Tropical Doll 2019. I decided on a name for her and it's Marina. It's just a name which I always thought related to ocean. Anyways, this is my entry for Tropical Doll 2019. I really enjoyed making her, and I hope you guys all enjoyed seeing the process of making her. Anyways, don't forget to check out my Discord, link in the description below, and I shall see you all next time. Bye!